Hi, everybody. In this bathtub yoga series, I always pepper uh, the stories with something that I've done, which is a lot of fun for me to talk about. And that's major rescues, almost drowning many times. And so I'm going to tell this one story right now about a rescue I had where I received the Medal of Valor for risking my life to save another. Came on at 4 o'clock, I think 1974. Matisich at Royal Palms in San Pedro. He instructed me, senior guard, keep people off the rocks to the south, the west, and the north when the south swells come marching in to wipe them out. I had surfed river jetties that morning in Newport Beach, and that place is phenomenal. It's a Hawaiian style, Hawaiian power and experts only. I get that work, I go, oh gosh, I remember how big it was. Newport Beach faces south, and so does White's Point. I knew on the way to work I was in for some action. I come down, it's flat as a lake. All of a sudden, these giant sets come in, 4 or 5 of these waves. And so I'm talking to the fishermen on the south with the megaphone on the truck, and I'm talking to the ones in the middle and the ones to the north. Basically, trying to keep them off the rocks before the waves hit. Walking up my ramp facing the ocean, I heard this scream. I looked over off the cliff. In front of me in the jetty of rocks, jagged rocks, that there was a man face down in the water about 20 feet off the rocks. I called for my backup. There's a lady out there. I come out to the rocks, run out there barefoot, jagged rocks. I get out there, and here's his buddy, 6'7", 300-pound guy of color, and I was crying, watching his buddy drown. I go, well, why didn't you help? He said, I can't swim. So I dove in there, dove off the rocks with my lifeguard buoy behind me, strapped across my chest, grabbed him, grabbed his head, brought him back, could see water was coming out of his mouth. He was aspirating, had swallowed water. Found a rock I could put my toe on and give him a squeeze, hoping that would help clear his lungs, start breathing again. Just then a wave hit us both, lodged me in my hip and crushed my knee. Into the underwater, I was out of air, and I was just about to black out, and the water subsided. It felt like my lips grew like snorkels. Oh God, it was such a relief. And then I was able to unhook my hip and knee out. And after the third time looking for Wallace, I decided to crawl up the rocks to a high point and jump off and dolphin dive. When it's murky, that's what we do, try to find the victim. And I crawl up these rocks. I look down 4 feet down in a little cave way down there, 4 feet deep. There's a little hole about that big, and I could see a shirt sleeve in there. I go, what? So I looked for a wave. There weren't any waves. I almost drowned myself. I crawl up over the rocks back into the ocean, reach in there, grab his boot, pull him out of that cave, hand him up to the rocks, start doing CPR with him. And his buddy had also heavy lacerations. Now at this point, my backup showed up, and they took over. It was gnarly. I went into shock myself, and they transported me after the submergent that I just rescued. Once I got to the hospital, they had a 4-car pileup and the submergent, and I was last on the list. 4 hours later, I came out of shock, and in my lifeguard shorts and their old horsehair blankets, which are super itchy. Called my sister, come get me. I don't know. Wow. Anyway, she did. And thanks, Tia, my sister, and ended up getting the Medal of Valor, but I had to go through the ringer for that one. Don't you know? I hope you like that story, and there's many more to come. Plus, you'll see that in my book in the near future, which is Born in Fire, Forged in Water. Kip Jurger's memoirs. Thank you very much. Channeling the light.org. Cheers.